Okay, hi. So today was a little different. Instead of going to Camp Zoddery, uh, I went with Dr. Greg to Irbid. And Irbid is the third largest city in Jordan, actually second largest province in population, and the highest population density in the country. It's also the cultural center of the nation, uh, been inhabited since the Bronze Age. During the Hellenistic Age, it was Arabella, and during that time it was famous for making fantastic wines. However, during the Muslim period, it became famous for olive oil. And so, as you're driving there, it's a very different drive than going to the camp. It's rolling hills that are terraced. You see the homes with the walled yards. You see the olive orchards. It's just gorgeous. You'll see shepherds walking flocks of sheep down the road. That's pretty cool. But very hilly because you're in the northern part of Jordan, 20 kilometers from Syria, not very far at all from the Sea of Galilee and the Golan Heights. So, what could go wrong? Um, the other people in our bus were all medical, and they went to the Sam's medical office that was 2 blocks from us, and were busy all day. They saw, I think, 124 patients, at least some of them. It was very busy, lots of procedures. Greg and I saw 4. However, it was a really, really good day. That's because we saw them for about an hour and a half each. And so let me see if I can describe what this is like to you. We were very much in a teaching mode, in a kind of a teaching hospital setting. And so I would be doing the assessment with a client. And so in one case it would be a young girl and her father. And I'd be sitting there talking to him. And I would have a interpreter, and then there would be 2 to 3 other workers from SAMS who were observing, having questions, making comments, questioning why I was doing what I was doing, and Dr. Greg would be there, and we would consult on and off, and the next client, Dr. Greg and I would change chairs and do the same thing. And so it was extremely collaborative. It was, I think, really good in terms of modeling. One case was very much cognitive behavioral, and we had measurable goals and skill building and relaxation training, and it was very structured. And that part did not come from us. That came from the therapist. I was picking it up as we were assessing it, and so it was great because we were able to, support the therapist in their decision making, treatment planning, diagnostic formulation, and that's kind of what they were looking for. Is they really want us to give feedback on how they were doing work. Another case, it was a number of the cases, 3 of the cases were brand new, and so it was a matter of diagnostic formulation and treatment planning. And so that was a really, really good use of our time. It was actually pretty exciting. I think about a million years ago when I was a young student, how nerve-wracking it would be to have all these people watch me in action, and there was no nervousness about it, I think, for any of us, other than the translators. Translators always felt under pressure, but they did a good job. When that was over, we went into another room, and a therapist brought in a pretty complicated case. And we did a case conference, and that went for about an hour as well. And it was just a rich, rich experience that was very, I think, helpful to the therapist. I hope it'll be helpful to the client. They're excited about us being there tomorrow, only there won't be no us tomorrow. It'll be just me. And I'm excited. It's a really good site. The other part is it points out all the different types of sites that SAMS has. SAMS is obviously in Syria, hence Syrian American Medical Society, and there the doctors are in grave danger. But they also have medical sites in Turkey, Lebanon, and then all over Jordan. There's a site that's for Palestinians, and these are folks who are double refugees. They were in Syria as refugees, and then when the Civil War broke out and they fled across the border, they were put in a separate refugee camp from Syrian refugees. So talk about feeling displaced and not belonging. It must be horrible. Most of the refugees in Jordan are not in the camps, and so even though the camps are huge, lots of them are living in places like Irbid, and I love Irbid. I could spend a lot of time there. It's got like the highest concentration of internet cafes in the world, according to Guinness. Like I said, it's a cultural capital. It's just, it's a university town with 10,000 students. Is it 10,000? Yeah, no, sorry. It's a university town with 70,000 students, of which 8,000 are international from 47 countries. So it's a really interesting place. Anyway, so the refugees from Syria who are in Irbid, fled across the country at the beginning, did not go into camps, but they don't have paper, so they can't work, and so they quickly went through all their money. And so you have all these professionals who are now very, very impoverished, and it's a struggling life. And so it was a good day. I'm looking forward to going back there tomorrow, and then the last day we'll be back at the camp. I was supposed to go see the Roman ruins and the open markets tonight, but we did not get back in time. We didn't get back until 7. And so if I get back in time tomorrow, I will see it. If not, then I'll look at everybody else's pictures. The other part is the rolling hillside was beautiful. The city was interesting. I have zilch in terms of photos, really, and I'm not really concerned about that because we have a reporter here that's making a documentary and says that will be out and available in a couple of weeks, and he was taking really good stuff. So that's it. I was so sleepy last night. It was the first night that I slept all the way through. I never heard the calls of prayer, and there's like 3 calls before 5 o'clock. Never heard them, and it wasn't until the alarm went off. And the weird thing is that even though I slept through the night for the first time, I was never more tired. I just felt heavy. So it was good to have a break where the issues, the war was there, but it was not front and center today, and it was probably a nice break. So that's it for now. The group had a debriefing tonight. I didn't attend that because I've attended enough debriefings. I know what to do and how to take care of myself and use them when I get home. So take care. Talk to you later. Bye.